Hey all, here at osandvtxreviews.com, we're giving you a part 1 video review of the Entourage Pocket Edge e-reader and tablet 2-in-1 package. What this device is, it's a really unique e-reader. It combines a dual screen mode, which basically means on the right hand side you have a 7-inch tablet that runs on Android OS, and on the left side you have a fully touch operated e-ink screen that doubles as a e-reader. But this makes this device really unique, and it also makes it quite comparable to products like the Toshiba Libretto and other dual screen devices like the Kyocera Echo and stuff like that. Basically, it's revolutionary. You're going to get a more thicker footprint and thickness as a result, but the product itself combines a lot of different factors and makes it quite interesting to take a look at. So from the premises, you have a option to choose either black or red. They're really, really glossy material, and it's kind of sparkly. It's made entirely out of plastic, but the plastic feels good, and you have to also have the Lexi logo on here, the Entourage logo on here. Again, the material is a fingerprint magnet, though, so if you plan to use this a lot outdoors, it's going to get a lot of smudges on it, so be sure if you get a cleaning cloth if you want to do that. Again, the device is slightly thicker. It's also going to be slightly heavier than what you might expect from a conventional e-reader like a Kindle or something like that. It also has this unique metal hinge that's pretty cool. It says Pocket Edge on it. And the back is basically the same thing that has a few rubber stoppers. Now again, turning the book open, it actually looks like a real book, so this e-reader does simulate the actual reading experience. The hinge mechanism is also really unique. It also doubles as a speaker grill here. It's made entirely out of metal. In addition, this hinge allows for the product to be rotated 360 degrees, so you can actually rotate it like this and actually set it down and then read books like this way, or watch YouTube videos using this way, use the tent method, kind of like on real tablet PCs, or if you want to, you can actually fully fold down the entire tablet so it rests like this, and you can be browsing the web and flip it over to read a few ebooks if that's what you desire. On the ebook side of things, you have access to a brief 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera for video chatting applications and taking a few shots. Again, the 6-inch e-ink display is fully touch-sensitive. It uses a stylus. It's a resistive one, but it is really sensitive to touch. And also on the left-hand side, we have access to a magnify button for the text, a up-down for page turns, and a flip button, which allows you to sync both screens so they display basically the same content to connect both screens, if you may. Also, on the tablet screen side, we have access to a menu button, a home button, an optical joystick, a back button, and a down key. These are all standard Android keys. This optical joystick also can be pressed down to access different features. The tablet size is slightly larger, coming in at 7 inches. It's also a resistive screen, though. Underneath the hood, you have a 1.2 gigahertz processor running the show, so in terms of speed, I think you're ready to go, especially for such a basic product. It's only meant for e-reading and some basic web browsing, nothing too extensive at all. In fact, you don't even get the real access to the App Store, so basic web browsing, a few YouTube videos, and mostly for downloading books on the web and checking quick content and a few picture books, I think you'll be ready to go. Other unique features, on the bottom here, we have access to the charging jack. In addition, you have the on-off slider, and you also have a micro SD card slot behind the back cover. The device has an internal memory of 4 gigs out of the box. In addition, you have a volume rocker. This is kind of small, and we didn't really like this feature. You also have a 3.5mm headphone jack. Other real notable features are on the top of the device. You have access to a full-size USB 2.0 port, so you can connect a flash drive to upload more Adobe Books or ebooks onto this device to be read. You also have a mini USB to a USB 2.0 port to connect to your PC. However, this device doesn't have a micro USB port. You also have a reset hole, and you can't charge it using these two methods. You must use the proprietary AC adapter on the bottom, so that's a downside. So overall, the device, in terms of hardware and design, it seems like a really cool concept. Of course, the OS is also it's pretty usable. Of course, you have built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth into this model. Nothing too extraordinary there. You don't have any 3G bands or any SIM card slots on this model. So it's pretty much as you expect in terms of functionality. It works well. It's just slightly heavier, but it's a really interesting form factor once again. You can pick up the Entourage Edge now online on eBay for under $100. It's fairly inexpensive because Entourage is no longer producing official support for these products. Please check back for our Part 2 review of the hardware and for the software, and thanks for watching here at osandvtxreviews.com.